virus. Infowars.com, prisonplanet.com, Paul Watson. Alarm spreads as human-to-human infection confirmed. Bug is an intercontinental mix of never before seen. They've got a combo of bird, pig, and human. Avian and pig virus. That just has man-made written all over it. Top globalists stand to benefit from Tamiflu stockpiling. Got links to that. Swine flu panic is spreading in Mexico, and soldiers are patrolling the streets after it was confirmed that human-to-human transmission is occurring, and the virus is a brand new strain which is seemingly affecting young, healthy people, just like the 1918 did, the worst, and that the bug has never before seen intercontinental mixture of human, avian, pig viruses from America, Europe, and Asia. And bird, too, I would add. Clues that the virus may be a synthetic creation are already manifesting. According to reports in AP and Reuters, the virus has never before seen form of the flu that combines pig, bird, and human viruses, which consist of the intercontinental mix of viruses from North America, Europe, and Asia. It appears it started somewhere near Mexico City. CDC officials detected a virus with a unique combination of gene segments that have not been seen in people or pigs before, according to the Associated Press report. The strain of swine influenza that's been cultured in the laboratory. That's the quote from the video clip with the CDC guy in Dallas. I don't know what that means. You can look at it either way. Probably means they cultured to look at what it is. The strain of swine, but he kind of acts weird when he says it, like it's kind of like because it clearly was made in the laboratory. I mean, all the evidence points at that. Small chance it may not be. The strain of swine influenza that's been cultured in the laboratory is something that's not been seen anywhere, actually, in the United States and the world. So this is actually a new strain of influenza that's been identified, to Dr. John Carlo, Dallas County Medical Director. Alarming reports are now filtering in about people catching the illness who have had no contact with pigs whatsoever. These include a man and his daughter in San Diego County, a 41-year-old woman in Imperial County, and 2 teenagers in San Antonio, Texas. In fact, in all U.S. cases, wherever they'll be vaccinated, just like with the original swine flu, the victims had no contact with any pigs. Alarming reports are now filtering in. Dr. William Wooten, San Diego County's public health officer, told KPBS, we have had person-to-person spread with this father and daughter, says Wooten. Also, with the 2 teenagers in Texas, they were in the same school. So that also indicates person-to-person transfer. That's now been confirmed since Watson wrote this 5 hours ago. Dr. Wooten says it's unclear how many people were exposed to swine flu. She says none of the patients had any contact with pigs. Although the situation in the U.S. looks under control, panic is spreading in Mexico, where 800 cases, now over 1,000, of pneumonia in the capital alone are suspected to be related to the swine flu, and the virus has hit young and healthy people, which is very rare with a flu outbreak, despite the danger of a pandemic, and the U.S. border with Mexico remains open. Mexico has shut down schools and museums. Now they're shutting down everything, they're saying, and canceled hundreds of public events in the sprawling, overcrowded capital of 20 million-plus people to try to prevent further infections, reports Reuters. My level of concern is significant, said Dr. Martin Festerschieb, the health officer at the Santa Clara County. We have a novel virus, a brand new strain that's spreading human to human, and we are also seeing a virulent strain in Mexico that seems to be related. We certainly have concerns for this escalating. The World Health Organization, the Mr. Eugenics, or wherever they are, 40-some% of the country gets HIV and other things. That's just a cover name for other bioattacks they're running. The WHO insists that the outbreaks of pandemic potential and has been stockpiling supplies of Tamiflu, known generically as oseltamivir, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Oseltamivir, a pill that can both treat flu and prevent infection, according to officials. As we previously highlighted, those that have taken Tamiflu vaccine include top globalists in Bilderberg. Those that have a stake in Tamiflu, that own it, include top globalist Bilderberg members like George Shultz, former Secretary of Defense Rumsfeld, and others. Indeed, Rumsfeld himself played a key role in hyping the outbreak of swine flu back in '76 when he urged the entire country to get vaccinated, and then now he's involved in the companies. These guys never end. Many batches of the vaccine were contaminated, resulting in hundreds of sick people and 52 fatalities. That is a government whitewash number. It was thousands. The fact that the properties of the strain are completely new that the virus is spreading from people to people and that young and healthy people are being worst hit has disturbing parallels to the deadly 1918 pandemic that killed millions. It is unclear as to why, if the virus is a brand new strain, the public health officials are so confident programs of mass vaccination, which are already being prepared, would necessarily be effective. Almost done. And I'll do a news blitz over other news, and we have callers from Mexico. It certainly would be the first time that deadly flu viruses have been concocted in labs that were dispatched with the intention of creating a pandemic. When the story first broke last month, Czech newspapers questioned if the shocking discovery of vaccines contaminated with the deadly avian flu virus, which had nothing to do with the manufacturer, but were added by Baxter out of the U.S. So again, Czech newspapers questioned if the shocking discovery of vaccines contaminated with the deadly avian flu virus were distributed to 18 countries by the American company Baxter were part of a conspiracy to provoke a pandemic. Since the probability of mixing a live virus biological weapon with a vaccine material by accident is virtually impossible, this leaves no other explanation that the contamination was a deliberate attempt to weaponize the H5N1 virus to its most potent extreme and distribute it via conventional flu vaccines to the population, who would then infect others to devastating degree as the disease went airborne. Then we find out, London Telegraph, BBC, Der Spiegel, and others reported all these deaths with them giving homeless people, quote, flu shots that were really bird flu from unnamed vaccine companies that then killed them. In fact, people won't believe that. We put on screen, homeless die of bird flu after vaccines. Homeless die of bird flu after vaccines. I want to put that on screen for folks. However, this is not the first time that vaccine companies have been caught distributing vaccines contaminated with deadly viruses. In 2006, it was revealed that Bayer Corporation discovered their injection drug, which was used by hemophiliacs, factor 8, was contaminated with HIV virus, hepatitis C. Internal documents prove that after they positively knew the drug was contaminated, they took it off the U.S. market only to dump it in Europe, Asia, and Latin American markets, including Canada, I would add, knowingly exposing thousands, it's really hundreds of thousands, most of them children, to HIV live virus. Government officials in France went to prison for allowing the drug to be distributed. The documents show that the FDA concluded that Bayer, to cover up the scandal, had allowed the deadly drug to be distributed globally. No Bayer executives ever faced arrest or prosecution in the United States. In the UK in 2007, an outbreak of foot and mouth disease that put Britain in a high alert has been originated from the government laboratory, which it shared with an American pharmaceutical company, mirroring the deadly outbreak of foot and mouth in 2001, which was also deliberately released. The government admits. They just calmly admit it. As we reported yesterday, last time there was a significant outbreak of a new form of swine flu in the U.S. It originated at an Army base at Fort Dix, New Jersey. Yeah, do me a favor. That's Infowars.com with just a link to it. Go down to the bottom to the full article and link to the London Telegraph itself. I want to see it from the London Telegraph. It will be in denial. Thank you, Jaron. Okay, I covered that. Let me run over some of the other headlines, and we'll take a few calls from Mexico, California, and Canada. People saying they have key information. We'll go Mexico first. In fact, let's just go to Mexico first, and I'll recap a few things and finish up here with this special transmission. We are live, 10:07 and 50 seconds, the 25th day, Saturday, the 25th day of April 2009. I will be live tomorrow, 4 to 6 p.m. on the 26th of April. On Sunday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, with a 2-hour special report on all of this. We'll know a lot more in 19 hours from now. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Steve in Mexico. Steve, where are you calling us from in Mexico?
I'm calling from Tepic, Nayarit. It is about 8 hours west of Mexico City.
Okay, so that's near the Gulf of Mexico. No, I mean, that's near the Pacific. Okay, go ahead. Tell us what's going on.
Okay, yeah, I'm in between Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. As far as the news is concerned down here, the president got on the news and said that this is a curable flu, and they have the vaccine for the flu, is what they are telling the people down here. And that the state that is located next to Mexico City, the District Federal, the hospitals are being filled with people that are all having the symptoms of this flu. And also,
okay, this is big news. Stay there. Kurt Nemo's listening. Aaron Dykes are listening right now. We're scanning Mexico.